The story takes place in the country of Li, a nation inspired by Imperial China. Within the central province, the most significant location is the Imperial Palace, where the imperial family rules over the nation. During this time, the concept of clans was the dominant social and political structure governing the land. The most powerful of these clans is the Ka clan, and the ruler of the nation is the head of this clan. Li is a society built around a strict power hierarchy, heavily influenced by family connections, ties to the royal family, and land ownership. The highest amount of power in the nation lies with the emperor, who holds ultimate authority. The story of how the current emperor came to power is as follows. Since each emperor is expected to have multiple consorts to ensure the production of heirs, the previous emperor also had several consorts. One of these consorts was Anshi's older half-sister, who chose Anshi to be her lady-in-waiting. A lady-in-waiting is essentially someone who assists with various duties and responsibilities. The previous emperor had an affair with Anshi, resulting in the birth of the current emperor. Directly beneath the emperor in the hierarchy of power is Shishou, the prime minister, who oversees the administration of the empire. He wields significant authority, managing government affairs, policies, and court officials. Shishou has a daughter named Loulan, whom he uses to gain even more influence within the inner court, which we'll take a closer look at shortly. Here we can introduce Lakan, a figure of equal authority to even the prime minister. He is a renowned tactician in the Li military and a high-ranking commander. Lakan is also the biological father of Mao Mao and is considered a genius, said to have never lost a game of Go, except long ago against a certain woman. The imperial palace is divided into two parts, the outer court and the inner court. The outer court is where government affairs are conducted, involving ministers, officials, and scholars. The inner court, on the other hand, is reserved exclusively for the emperor's consorts, noble ladies, and palace maids. All individuals who work within the inner court are female. If a male is chosen to work there, he must become a eunuch, meaning his reproductive organs are removed. Jinhsi is a high-ranking eunuch responsible for managing the affairs of the inner court. He has an attendant named Gaoshun, who is also the head of one of the most prominent clans, the Ma clan. On the other side of the palace, in the outer court where government officials reside, some notable figures include Baryou, Basen, Lahan, Lihaku, and Rikusen. Inside the inner palace lies the emperor's harem, where the consorts and their ladies in waiting reside. Each consort is ranked based on their status and the favor they gain from the emperor, falling into one of three main ranks: high-ranking consort, mid-ranking consort, or low-ranking consort. Naturally, a high-ranking consort enjoys far more privileges than a low-ranking one. Ultimately, the empress is chosen from among the high-ranking consorts. At the moment, the highest rank among all of the consorts, the position of empress, remains unclaimed, as the emperor has yet to make his selection. Lihua is a high-ranking consort who, at the beginning of the series, had a child. Tragically, the child died due to the white powder used as makeup. Overwhelmed with guilt, Lihua is haunted by the fact that Mao Mao had left her a message warning her that the child's illness was caused by the white powder. However, she ignored the letter at the time. To show his favor, the emperor sometimes grants special titles to certain consorts. In Lihua's case, he bestowed upon her the title of the wise consort. Lishu is a high-ranking consort who was sent to the inner palace by her family to become a consort for the previous emperor. However, the crown prince at the time protected her from the previous emperor's advances. After the previous emperor passed away, she was made a high-ranking consort for the current emperor to prevent her from being sent back to her family, where they would have used her as a political pawn. Do is a high-ranking consort known as the pure consort. She held this position for 5 years, dating back to when the emperor was still the crown prince. Despite being unable to engage in intimate relations with the emperor, she was highly regarded and was the closest to becoming empress. However, an event left her unable to bear children, and according to the rules, the emperor cannot choose someone as empress who cannot produce heir. This dashed her chances of becoming empress. The current holder of the pure consort title is Loulan, the daughter of Shishou, the prime minister. She was essentially placed in this position by her father to increase his influence within the palace. Gyokuyou is another high-ranking consort and the mother of Princess Lingli. She was bestowed the title of precious consort. For a time, Mao Mao was chosen to be her lady-in-waiting. Foyou was a consort used as a political instrument by her family to gain influence within the palace. She became a consort against her will and was known for her exceptional dancing skills. However, when asked to perform for the emperor, she fumbled, leading many to speculate that she did so intentionally to make the emperor lose interest in her. Her plan worked, and the emperor eventually bestowed her to a high-ranking military officer who happened to be her childhood friend. Aylin is an envoy from a neighboring country who, after transferring to the country of Li, became a consort for the emperor. Moving out to the outer court, the court physician enjoy a bit of power. The main physicians are Lice, Loulan, and the quack doctor. Below them are the court physician assistants, Yao En'en. Below the court physicians and their assistants are the court ladies, Ta Mei, Ma Mei, Chu, and Soi Rei. Any woman who does not live in the inner palace automatically has fewer privileges than those who reside within it. Notably, the women of the red light district fall into this category. The Madam is the head of Verdigris House, a prominent establishment in the red light district. Below her are the 3 princesses who hold significant influence within the district. Mao Mao used to run errands for them before her life took a dramatic turn. After being kidnapped and forced to work in the inner palace, Mao Mao met Xiaolong, a girl from whom she gathered most of her information through gossip. Mao Mao's sharp mind and resourcefulness led her to uncover the reason behind the consort's children falling ill. This caught the attention of Jinshi, who promoted her to become a lady-in-waiting for Gyokuyou. Additionally, she also serves as a court physician assistant.